What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Hey, make sure you thumbs up the video, share it out with your friends. Let everybody know to come hang out. Apologize for the delay. Not even really technical difficulties, just some things just kind of had to get squared away before the stream tonight, folks. Get everybody here. Come collect a Myrtle bit. We'll get started in just a minute. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to 2nd Street. Trinity here. Thank you all so much for being here tonight on the Trailer Park Live, where we are coming at you every single Friday night at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Again, I do apologize about the delay. Just had some things that I had to get done here around the house, and you know, even that thumbnail, I was spending some time kind of trying to come up with something a little more stable for the weeks. Maybe we'll change the different topics out in there and use kind of the same general thumbnail, so you know that this is the Trailer Park Live. And like I said, there was just some other things going on here with Streamlabs and getting all kinds of things sorted out here before the stream tonight. Thank you all so much once again for being here. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel by being here, interacting with all these great folks in the live chats, and you know, just hanging out, man. A lot of times you guys give us the topics and things to talk about, you know, maybe by leaving your comments down in the comments section. Maybe you've got something great to add to the conversation. Maybe you got something stupid to say to make me react to it, and we can, you know, sometimes that can get fun too. We go off the rails, and that's what we are here on the Trailer Park Live for every single Friday night. Yes, and I want to know, you know, like this is one, like I said, we there's nothing really too taboo here on the Trailer Park Live. Whatever you want to talk about, let's talk about it. And, you know, are we gonna get into everything? Probably not. Probably not, but will we get into enough? Yeah, absolutely. This is where we get a little more free with it. You know, we get a little more rated R. We get a little more, you know, everybody seems to say that they like Night Trinity more than they like Daytime Trinity. I don't know. I don't know. What is it? Am I cucked like D. Snyder during the morning streams? Is that what it is? Like, I'm just like a total cuck bitch. Like, I'm total like fucking corporate. Is that what it is? Like during the morning, I'm just like, you know, like I go D. Snyder in the mornings. I go D. Snyder in the mornings and Vince Neil at night. That's right, baby. I don't know. I still think Vince Neil could have took Axl Rose, but that's just if you ask me. Okay. We'll go Philip Anselmo. How about that? D. Snyder. I'm D. Snyder in the morning and Philip Anselmo at night? Nah, we haven't got there yet. We haven't got to the Anselmo level. But thank you guys so much for being here. Now, one of the things that you do get, in case, okay, you know, before we get into that, in case you are new here, what I typically do is I start off by talking about some of the comic books and just some of the different stuff, you know, comic book related stuff that I pulled for the week, and just things that have happened throughout the week. And then we get into the chats and interact with you all as we talk about just other things that have happened throughout the week. And we are going to do no different. Now, before I get into that, one of the things I do want to tell you, aside from making sure that you like this video, aside from making sure that you are subscribed to the channel, and that you've clicked those bell notifications for any time that we upload new videos, which has been a while. I mean, I've been trying to rethink some format for some videos and stuff like that. Something to make it a little bit more interesting, a little more entertaining, right? A little more entertaining, because I think about a lot of the comic book reviews and everything, and I do a lot, and there's a lot that I enjoy doing, because there's a lot of comic books that I do enjoy reading that kind of get my excitement, right? There are, but sometimes I think about like the comic reviews just kind of like the movie reviews and stuff like that too. It's kind of like, yeah, it's just so basic. It seems like such a simple video, you know, and maybe that's where it comes with getting a little more inventive, being a little more entertaining in them, right? A little more entertaining. And I think that's what it comes from. I think some of my favorite videos that I've done some of my favorite reviews, aside from some of the books that are just absolutely great, is some of the videos where, you know, it's a lot of those videos where you hear people talking about something else more than just that comic book. Maybe how it relates to them. Or maybe a funny anecdote that happened during your day before you actually got a chance to read this comic book, right? We all like a good anecdote, right? Yeah. Anyway, in case you do really enjoy some comic books, or you know, there's you just don't have the money to put into it, that's okay, because just for being here and hanging out on the live streams, interacting with all these great people in the chats, you collect this thing here called Myrtle. And oh man, are you serious? Are you serious? Oh no, that's not what happened. That's not what I meant to do. What? I'd like to know how all this happened like that. How did that happen like that? That's interesting. Oh, I know how. There we go. There we go. That solves it. But yes, but just by being here and hanging out in the live streams and the chats, interacting, you acquire this thing called Myrtle. You can check your Myrtle by clicking, putting exclamation Myrtle into the chats, and it'll tell you how much you got. And you acquire this by hanging out here on the live streams, interacting with all these cool folks. You get more. It's like getting double. And acquiring that Myrtle is what gets you entered into the giveaways that we do here on the channel. Now, a lot of these, you get the Myrtle and it allows you to purchase a ticket when we go to do the giveaways. Now, the cool thing about that is the Myrtle, you know, you have your ticket. You can purchase the tickets, and maybe you don't want to get into one of the giveaways. Maybe you don't want a copy of Canto 3 Lionhearted signed by David Boer. Maybe you don't want this. So you don't have to buy a ticket to get entered into this giveaway. You don't have to. But if you do, you can get get a ticket and get entered into this giveaway. Yeah, it's that simple. I know, right? It's that simple. You get entered, you know. So, but if you don't want this one, you know, this is part of Collector's Paradise down in it's a local comic book shop down in the greater LA area. It was the Winnetka store. It's on Winnetka. It was that like Sherman Oaks area, Reseda area. They have and they do it in all their shops. They have different local artists come in and sign some of the books they're doing. Some of the artists, writers, stuff like that. And this one is signed by David Boer. So this is one of the books we're going to give away. You can win this just by being just by hanging out here, being one of the Myrtle Maniacs, hanging out in the live streams. That's what you are. You're family here. You're one of the Myrtle Maniacs when you are here. But we also got this right here. Power Rangers Unlimited, Edge of Darkness. See this right here? This one right here is signed by Frank Gogol, the writer, right? He signed, you can see his little signature down there. See, you get this little book right here. Now, each one of these to get entered in for the tickets is going to be, I don't know, probably somewhere around 1,000 Myrtle bit. 1,000 Myrtle bit? I don't know. We'll see. And some of them are going to be more. Some of them are going to be more. Like maybe this one right here. Dead End Kids. This is signed by Frank Gogol as well. This was another book that he wrote on Source Point Press. Source Point? Press. A very good book about some kids growing up in the 90s. Late 90s. Just some things that kind of have. Kind of reminds me of almost like Stand By Me, but not quite, but like along that same kind of vein of the storytelling. Very, very good stuff. And then we're also giving away another copy of 2 stories by Zarek award-winning cartoonist Joshua Kimball. This book is absolutely great. Love this book. You guys got to read this one. You got to check it out. This is definitely one of the reasons you need to be here hanging out with all these great folks in the live streams. In the live streams. And hanging out with a lot of these great folks. Now, some of the stuff I want to talk about today, comic book stuff, right? We all love comic books, right? I mean, isn't that what you're here for? You love comic books, not my handsome face, right? Not because you want to see me sit here and curse and get weird and start calling you a bunch of names. That's what you guys seem to enjoy here on the Trailer Park Live, man. Why y'all some weirdos, bro? Y'all some fucking weirdos. Like, you come here on Friday nights and you're like, hey, Trinity, curse a lot and call us names. And you like fucking eat that shit up. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. You should have seen last weekend. Black Angus and his boys, they came in here and raided, and it went off the rails. Like, and the more that I cursed and called them a bunch of weirdos, the more money they sent in. It's so weird. It wasn't them. It was my man Lord Veedo. He was sending super. I don't know, man. Like Lord Veeto's the best, but we did kind of go off the rails last week. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. But you know, one of the things I want to talk about this week. I mean, aside from all these great comic books we got, I got these handful of books here. Now, this isn't everything by Bad Idea. Have you guys heard of Bad Idea? Bad Idea is a new comics publisher that came out. I believe that like they started their kind of pre-launch, I believe, like last year, spreading the word out there. This guy Dinesh, who used to work over at Valiant Comics for years, and they started this new company called Bad Idea. And the thing is, they were having some really weird stuff about the books, like when they came out, like kind of weird rules. Like like when you come in, you can only buy one copy of this book, and apparently there's like only one copy like per customer. You know, like you can only get one. You can only get one, and I know there was even some other rules about like pull lists and stuff like that. Just like weird stuff kind of going on. It was a direct thing. They were shipping directly to the people, I believe, as well. Not doing a big distribution thing. Not a bunch of alternate covers, anything like that. Like it was all super low print, and they started doing them only to certain shops out there, right? Like you had to be approved, and it was just like I don't know. It seemed like a whole bunch of jumping through hoops and all kinds of stuff. It really just kind of it's a gimmick, right? They came out with this gimmick, right? Weird, man. It's a gimmick. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine a company having a gimmick? Like, who'd have thought? Anyway, they so they came out, and a lot of people were talking about. A lot of people had issues. Haha, get it? A lot of people had issues and just different things with with the way they were doing it. Like, oh man, what is this? Because the books are so hard to get. You know, like they seem like they're hard to get, and they're not doing a whole lot of them. They're relatively low print runs and different things like that. There's a lot of people have different feelings about it. And I'll tell you one thing. I thought it was weird too. I'm like, come on, bro. Just get the books out there. Like, if you want to do them low print and all that stuff, you want to like, however, like that's cool, you know. But like, tell them a shop like you can only sell one of these per customer. Like, and I get it because there's speculators out there that do all kinds of, you know, like they speculate on whatever book this #1 that's getting ready to come out, and everybody's out there going to go buy it, you know. And next thing you know, this book is getting ready to come out, and the regular cover of it when you go to buy it at a local comic book shop, you know, maybe you get lucky and you get that one at that cover price. But you go into some of these shops and the price has gone on up on it. Just this regular book, it's like $20, right? Because there's people out there speculating. I think it's gonna do be big. It's gonna do good things. This is the next hot thing. This is the next Netflix movie or show that you're gonna watch. So I get it. I get it. And that happens with a lot of books. And you know, sometimes I think there's probably a point where there's fake speculators out there, like fake shit going on too. I'm pretty sure that there is. And I don't know. It's just all a really weird thing. But it all kind of helps drive the market too, though, right? It can be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. Let me know how you feel about it down in the comments below. If it's anything you know about, you go into a local comic book shop, you know, like about the comic book speculation and all that stuff. It's really weird sometimes, right? It's really weird. And I don't know, and that's kind of what like they started off like with their company doing, like this whole thing, like you can only get one per customer and all these different crazy things. There's all this hoop jumping and everything. Well, they finally started getting them in at one of my local comic book shops. That's Horizon Comics here in Lancaster, California. And you can check them out too. Just search for them on the internet. Horizon Comics. They are in Lancaster, California. I would see if I don't think I have a link here to drop in there for you, but let me see. I'm sure we can find one. I'm sure we can find one. But you can even do pull lists and stuff on there. But they started getting theirs in, and I've been going in there, and I finally I've got plenty of these books, and I've got a chance to read. Yeah, most of it. I didn't get a chance to read Tankers yet or Sleigh Bells, but I've read ENIAC and the Lot. Okay, I've read one of the two of the series, and I gotta say I think they're actually pretty good. These books are actually pretty good. There's another book, Whalesville. I was talking about that I think a little bit this morning that I haven't seen either. Let me see. Oh yeah, there we go. There you go. Look. There we go. There we go. Bam. Look. Right there. I just put that that link down in the description there. You can like if you want to start a comic book pull list through them, they will ship you. They can ship you the books and everything like that. I know my man Wayne from Reefer Man Reviews. There was some of the books he was looking to get that they have there at the shop. I think it might have been the Bad Idea books. Was it the Bad Idea books? I can't remember. But I told them to get a hold of them. You know, they'll happily put them on the list, do the shipping and stuff like that. And that's not their main mode of business. That's not what they want to do, but they do that stuff. I mean, obviously they ship out plenty of things to customers, so you could do that as well if you'd like. They're a local comic book shop that does that, and there's other retailers out there as well. But so I finally got a hold of these books, and I got to say they're actually pretty good. The quality of the books is pretty decent. Like in all of them. You can see like they have these kind of heavier cardstock covers on them as well. You probably can't really tell, but like I'm not sure if you can hear that. We got some ASMR here. It's kind of pretty heavy duty, and then even the pages in here are like a little bit thicker. Well, I don't know. They seem a little bit heavier. And now, however, I mean, they are kind of glossy, so you're probably prone to, like, you know, you don't get your greasy fingers all over them. You're probably going to smudge them all up. But other than that, like this one right here, this one's ENIAC. This one's written by Matt Kent, art by Doug Braithwaite. This one right here is actually a pretty damn good book. It's about this computer program that that was made a long time ago to become an AI, and it became sentient, almost like Vision, right? Almost like Vision, or maybe Ultron, like a program that became super smart, and it knew all the codes to all the government stuff, and knew all these secrets. Like it was way smarter than the humans and everything. It could predict what the humans were doing. It could get into like your phones. It could track all this different. Like it had access to everything. It had access to everything, right? And that's kind of what the humans are fighting back against at some point, because the government wanted to use this thing as a weapon. And even the program itself was like, bro, like you don't want to do this. We can't do this. And they figured out this formula, this algorithm for all this stuff. And even the program didn't want to it was against this, like knowing kind of what it was, the end result would be. And it ended up being that you got to destroy humanity, and you got to destroy these people out there to destroy it, and all this, just these different kinds of things, just these neutralizing these different threats. Pretty crazy stuff. It was pretty crazy stuff. But it got its name ENIAC because it's Cain backwards, like Cain and Abel, and it was really crazy. It was pretty crazy stuff. But it's a pretty damn good book. It's a pretty damn good book. But I guess ultimately, what I'm getting at here with this book, I mean, we got these other, we could go on about these books all day. Is this company started off with this gimmick of getting their books out there, getting them into customers' hands, and all of these different things. And I guess, you know, these days that's kind of something you got to do, right? It's kind of something you got to do. Is maybe not even necessarily a gimmick, but like we see. I mean, you can get online and see that's how a lot of things go down. Anyway, you get like on like things like Facebook, and you get on your Twitters and your Instagrams and your YouTubes, and everything's about that algorithm and feeding the beast, the computer, what it needs to push your stuff out there. And how do you do that? How do you stand out from the crowd? How do you not get lost in everything that's out there, right? Well, a lot of people would say a lot of different things. You've got to be outraged. You've got to have a hot take. You've got to do all of these different things. Yeah, all these different things to go out there and get that attention, right? And you know, a gimmick, right? And that's certainly something that you do have to do something to kind of stand out from the crowd. And there's other things, obviously, if you do that, some people aren't gonna like. And maybe especially starting a new company and things like that. And I always think it's funny too. And I don't think. And here's the thing: is I don't think in a lot of these cases that there's like a lot of spite or anything amongst a lot of these publishers or anything like that. I mean, a lot of people you could say always aspire to get that job at Marvel or DC and work on their favorite character, Batman or Spider-Man, Superman or Wonder Woman, right? The Incredible Hulk, Fantastic Four. That's a goal. I mean, it's like you definitely want to do that. I mean, who wouldn't want that feather in their cap, right? Like, just put that right up there, You got to write for your, Who wouldn't want to do that? Who wouldn't want to do that? Who wouldn't want to do that? But then the thing is like, also to even get there, a lot of other people do indie work, right? They do their creator-owned stuff. Writers, artists, they get together and they come up with these books to publishers and all that stuff. And again, they're not like, I wouldn't say most of these companies are out there out of spite of each other and are out there fighting with each other and like saying, oh, this company sucks, read our book. It's not really like that, Most of them, for the most part, are pretty supportive of each other. They're all in the same industry. They want each other to succeed in that way. And hey, there's nothing wrong with that, right? It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. But, at the same time, you do still got to do something to kind of stand out, get people's attention, get you to want to, go read your books and stuff like that. And yeah, and you can see it across the board. Everybody like all these different publishing companies kind of have a little thing they do. Some of them dabble in some stuff more than others. Like some do more horror books. Some do more like different kind of weird indie kind of books. Like Vault Comics is one of my favorites because they do a lot of different kinds of stories in a very good way. Like the story, like pretty much when you open up a Vault comic and read like issue number 1, you're gonna know if it's a series that you're gonna like or not. Right off the bat, you'll know. Chances are, and I'm not saying ever to judge a book by its cover, but chances are you might with their books. They're not doing any kind of false advertising out there. They put a lot of stuff, what they're doing in the books, out there. You flip a lot of their books over, it tells you right what's in it. A queer robot love story. If you're not into that, don't pick the book up and read it, because they have a book like that. But if you want a sort of a great family history kind of horror, dealing with these alien type beings living in a bog, possessing humans, by all means, read the plot, right? I got something great. If you want a post-apocalyptic tale in which there are these waves that go around that possess people to act out their own worst impulses, you gotta read Resonant, right? And here's the thing why I say that. Like, what I say that what's great about their books is you know what you're getting. There's no false advertising. They tell you what you're getting. They put a wide array of stuff in it. But even when you get into like a book that is like the queer robot love story, you see like you get in there, the book's not all in your face and putting all these things out there, and you don't see like agenda driven stuff. You just, a lot of times, like the one I'm talking about is one called Hollow Heart. You get in there and you just get and I only read just the first issue, but you get in there and you just read a story. There's not anything going on other than this guy who is gay, and he's going off and he's helping this robot try to get free of being basically held captive, trying to help him end his life, essentially, he thinks. But they end up kind of falling in love, right? Now, here's the thing about the indie comic books. This is what I like about indie comic books is you can do that, and that's okay. That's your story. That's what you want to do, right? Nothing wrong with that. And like I said, you can either choose to read it or not. But when you pick up a vault comic, there's going to be no confusion about what's inside the book, right? There's going to be no confusion about it. Unfortunately, that's not how it is with some books out there. That's not always the case. So some of them you get that false. I mean, we could. Do we want? Should we? I mean, do we need to point out the elephant in the room? We know Marvel and DC are good at that, right? We know Marvel and DC are good at that. But the point being is like there's so many different a wide array of books out there that there's kind of something for everybody, and a lot of the ones that I've read, there's not a whole lot of them that and like I said, I was telling you about Hollow Heart here. I've read different books out there, like I said, on Vault Comics, going into like Aftershock Comics, getting into Boom Studios, getting into any of these different other little publishers out there and reading. And you know what? There's a lot of stories I've read that they're not really that bad. And you see some of the different things, and there's some of that representation and things out there, and that like people are wanting, and some of them, they're just not for me, but they're not really that bad. But it's up to you, the reader, who wants to read it. You choose what you want to read. And if there's something out there that you're not going to like, why would you want to read it? Right? Now, maybe if you wanted to go pick it up and do a review on it, you could absolutely review it. Now, that's where it comes down to, right? Like critics, and the media and everything. This comes down not only comic books, but even like movies and stuff like that. Is you see a movie you don't like, you just come out and trash it. You know what I mean? Just come out and trash it. You can this is something I was talking about to like one day my kids, right? I've got 3 kids, and my daughter, my oldest one, she's very sharp. She's very smart. You're not really gonna fool her, man. Like the first phrase that she said was, "Who did that?" She would see stuff moved in the house. She'd be like, "Who did that? Who did that? Who moved?" Because stuff would be moved or something would be different. She'd be like, "Who did that?" And when she was a baby, like one time, like my headphones, right? Got my earphones, and like these little things right here, and it wasn't these exact ones, but like these little things right here come off of here, right? They come off of here. Well, they were off, and I was getting ready to go for a bike ride. I'm saying, like, man, like I was looking around all over the house for them. I'm like, man, I don't know where are these things at. Where are these things at? And I couldn't find them, so I asked my daughter. I'm like, hey, have you seen one of these? And she was a baby, man. I don't even know if her sister was born at that point, like 18 months. But she was like, oh. She goes over to the couch, goes between the cushions, pulls it out, and it's right there. I was searching for like a half hour around the house for it. She's like, oh yeah. She hands it to me. Oh man, that's my sweetie, man. When she was 18 months old, when her sister was being born, we were at the hospital, and she was ready to be a big sister, right? She wants to be a teacher, but she was all sitting there trying to, hold the bottle, to her sister's mouth. She wanted to hold her and everything. She was the best. But anyway, one of the things I always told my kids is in school, going to class, I always told them, like, look, you don't have to be the smartest kid in class. You don't have to be the best at anything, but the one thing I do want you to be the best of is I want you to set just a good example for the other kids to follow, right? Be the best at that. Just be a good example. A lot of these kids aren't as fortunate as you. Maybe they have parents like we work full time. But I was like, we work full time, but a lot of these kids don't spend time at home with their parents. They're not as interactive with their kids' life as we are with you kids. A lot of them, maybe they have babysitters. A lot of them, their parents, maybe they're just always both working. Maybe their home life isn't as good or anything like that. So you kids are really fortunate, but just set a good example. You know what I mean? Just set a good example for other kids to follow, right? And if there's some shit going on, my kids are in karate class. If there's some shit going on, hey, Step up and say something. Don't be afraid to say something. You know, like set the example, right? Do that. My daughter is that all the way. Well, in kindergarten, she had the best kindergarten teacher too. And she was in kindergarten, and it was like the last day of school, right? And we're sitting there, and they had some little art project they're doing or something like that. And this little boy that was sitting next to her has this thing. He's like, hey, look at this. What do you think of it? And she looks, and she goes, I think that's ugly. And the boy started crying. And we're all sitting there like, I'm saying like, that's my daughter. Believe me, I wouldn't tell my kids to lie. I would tell my kids, be honest. And this was kind of a teaching moment too. Be honest. Right? And that was just be honest. But, you know, don't lie. But choose a way to say things. So the teacher, you know, and I didn't say anything, you know, I'm just like me anyway. I was like, trying to suck it up, kid, stop being a pussy. But anyway, he started crying. The teacher stepped in. I just let the teacher do her thing. This is her fucking classroom. This is her fucking classroom. Let her handle shit the way she's supposed to handle it. She's in charge of that fucking classroom, not me. Right? And so the teacher steps in and is like, oh, hey, you know, does her thing. And I'm just saying like, it is what it is, you know. And so we get out of school though, and we're walking home. And I told my daughter, I'm like, look, you don't need like, you just find a way to say what you're saying without saying that it's ugly. Now, what you can say when the kid asked that, I said, just think about it. It was just this little thing. I was like, because believe me, if it was ugly and you feel that way, that's okay. Don't lie to him. Don't lie to him and say it's good. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You absolutely do not want to lie and say that you like it when you don't. Say that you think it's great when it's not. According to you. So I told her, I was like, when it comes to stuff like that, just say like, I don't like it, but I'm sure there's somebody else that will. Right? And that's what it's all about. You know? Let the kid know. Is that not the truth? Hey, I don't like it, but somebody else will. And there's a lot of things out there like that. You know, getting into comic books, getting into movies and stuff like that. And that's what I'm saying. There's a whole bunch of different kinds of comic books out there that you can go get and read that are actually pretty well done. Like I said, I've read a lot of them, especially like a lot of the Vault Comics ones. I really do support Vault Comics. I love a lot of the books they're doing. And they do stories like that where they have, you know, like the gay characters and they get the representation. And I know a lot of times it sounds so bad, and you go read their kind of prospectus, or not the prospectus, but their about on their website, and they say that, you know, it's about putting diversity, inclusion, and things like that in these books, and they do a lot of that. But they do a lot of it just through the natural storytelling and not. And there's a couple of books that I've read that I didn't like. I'm just like, there was like maybe 2 of them. I'm just like okay, like no, not at all with these books. But again, the thing is I didn't get on here and do, maybe on streams I have, but I haven't ever got on here on my channel and recorded a review of a book like that I thought was just sucks and was trash, and just completely went in on a comic book review on it. Right? I've never done that in a review, and I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that it's wrong, and you know, it can be entertaining, right? That can be entertaining. You know, seeing somebody just really just go all in on something like that, it can be absolutely entertaining, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. If that's how you feel, that's perfectly fine. But I choose not to do it, and believe me, it's not for a fact of wanting to be positive or not wanting to be negative or anything like that, because positivity is bullshit, for one. Right? Negativity, I could go with that one. You know, negativity is not bullshit. But I don't know. I feel that I can say that something isn't great, that it's not that good, without being a fucking asshole too, right? I can. But, and like I said, there's nothing wrong out there being criticizing something and being a fucking asshole about it either. Yeah, if that's what that's perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. I'm all right with that. Because it can be entertaining. It can be entertaining. But I don't know. there's a little bit, like I was saying, there's a little bit of something out there for everybody. Everybody's out there competing. Everybody's kind of got their little niche, their little market of people that they are making books aiming towards, and they, maybe have publishers doing different books, trying to get different genres out there for different readers. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing. There should be variety. Comics are for everyone, right? Doesn't that make you feel all warm inside? Comics are for everyone. But they really are, right? They really are. I mean, there really is comics out there for everybody. And like I said, not all of them are good in my opinion. Not all of them are terrible. Some of them just aren't for me. Right? And that's okay. And that's okay. But unfortunately, when you're worried about algorithms, it's not okay. You gotta do something, right? You gotta do just like these people do. You gotta do something to, stand out from the crowd. Get people engaged. Whether they're hate watching your videos or loving it and giving them all the thumbs up. You gotta do something. I recently watched this video. I'm not sure. Have you guys ever heard of Englentine? Englentine? I don't know. He's got a channel called I Love Comics. He's got a channel called I Love Comics. You should go check it out. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now the thing is like getting into his channel. He did this video the other day that was responding to this video, and I'm not sure whose the video was. I'll have to go check that out. He was responding to this video that came out. This guy released about Richard C. Meyer. I'm not sure if you guys know who Richard C. Meyer is. He's this guy who is part of this thing called Comicsgate, and Comicsgate is just these guys who didn't, some people who kind of got shut out of the mainstream comic book industry and stuff like that for ridiculous reasons, man. Like the stupid shit. The whole thing's fucking like we could get into all that. It's all fucking retarded. All right, it's all fucking retarded. It's all fucking because comics are for everybody. I just got done sitting here for like fucking 20 minutes explaining to you how comics are for everybody. But yet these guys can't be out there. These guys chose a different path. Now the thing is along all of these lines, things are so misconstrued because everybody's so emotional. They're engaged emotionally into this thing. They care that much about it. You talked about my friend. Isn't that what everybody does? Isn't that what everybody does? You know what I'm saying? Like right now, like look, you got a few people here chatting in the chats, but I guarantee you, I say one thing about this one bitch ass motherfucker out there. There's somebody in here lurking in this fucking chat that's gonna go snitch like, oh, so sad about you, and that's fine. Believe me, that's okay. You talking about my friend, and that's fine though. That's fine. But the thing is like, because what happens is because people are emotionally engaged like that, and that's good. That's a good thing. That's what you want. But when you got people like that, how do you use it? Right? How do you use it? Most people tend to weaponize it, right? Most people tend to no matter which side, no matter which side you're on, you weaponize it. You weaponize that emotion that people have. And that's when things start to get all weird and fuzzy. Right? Out there. The lines. They're not even grayed. There's actual lines. There are no more lines. But and that's the thing is, okay, so there's a spot out there for everybody, and everybody's can do their own thing. But I was watching I Love Comics. I was watching Englentine. I think that's pretty what his name is. Pretty sure that's his name. But I mean that's what he used to go by. But I'm not sure. I can't remember his real name. But he was going into this video that this guy did trashing Richard C. Meyer. Now, like I said, Richard C. Meyer is part of. He's not technically part of Comicsgate, but this guy Englentine, he used to actually be part of it. And he was kind of going over this video that this guy did. That came out trashing Richard C. Meyer about all of these things. And most of this, I believe, came about because Richard C. Meyer, he does crowdfunding comic books. and he's got some projects out there that he's been late on, some that have been some that are quite late, and he just recently launched some other projects. Now this guy, whoever did this video, came out and did this thing completely trashing him. And hey, look, you know what, however you want to feel about it is however you want to feel about it. But ultimately the whole thing is I guess what I'm getting at is, the thing is, like, there's like everybody people can do whatever they want to do, right? And here's the thing that's funny about a lot of these things is when, like, the difference in how all of these things are, because they, like, how just it's so ridiculous. But a lot of some of the stuff that you'll see out there is people want to support people and what they're doing. That's why a lot of times, like, I read comic books out there, I hear of a reader or a writer, a writer out there getting ready to do a new book. Recently, DB Andry just posted he's doing a new project out there with Vault Comics. Got a new book coming up. Like, you know what? I like DB Andry. His book fucking resonant. I got it right over there. I've got all the fucking issues. I've got fucking extra issues of this one and that one, like different variant covers and bullshit. I fucking love the series. He announced a new book that he's doing over there on Vault Comics. You know what? I'm fucking in. Right? Because I support him. I like his writing. I like his style. Right? From what I've read of his shit so far, right? People do the same thing, and I've talked about this on streams before too. Same thing with all these other people that do crowdfunding comic books. We got a whole shitload of fucking books over here. We'll probably talk a little bit about later here in just a few minutes. But a lot of people, you know, go support these projects because they like this writer, they like this artist, they like this person. Now, a lot of times these people do go out there, you know, they put out their work and things like that, and then what's the one thing they have to do if they're not out there on a, you know, if they're not by a big publisher? What do they got to do? They got to go advertise, right? They got to go advertise. And how do they do that? You got to go out there. You got to be on social media. And that's kind of the thing. These days, guys, you should know as well as anybody, especially if you're here, like, these days, is if really, like, you don't even have to have a business, but you should have an online presence of some sort. You know, you can build it for whatever. You know, if you want to build it for a certain platform, you want to build a YouTube channel built around just you, your personality. If you want to build it around reviewing comic books, reviewing movies, reviewing motorcycles, reviewing fucking household items, you do whatever you got to do. But most, like, really, honestly, in a lot of cases, most people should. Most people should, because I mean, you've got an opinion, and just because you have an opinion and you have a platform and all that shit, I don't make you fucking some sort of genius or anything. Neither, believe me, there's a lot of dickheads out there. I'm not saying I'm not one. I'm not saying I am one. I'm just saying there's a lot of dickheads out there where they're like, look, your fucking opinion, you know, is just same as everybody else's. It's an opinion. Some people are gonna agree with it. Some people aren't. Some people are gonna like you. Some people aren't. Some people are going to want to pick needless fights out there over a bunch of bullshit. Shit that, I mean, doesn't really even concern them. But they do anyway. Right? And it's weird. It's really weird. But, again, the whole situation is weird. But that's what everything is nowadays, isn't it? It's all fucking weird. Y'all some fucking weirdos, man. Like, when it comes down to this shit. Like, I see people literally... Like, it's like on a fucking daily basis at this point. Only you know why? Because people need content. People need content. But, and fine, you know, you do whatever you want to do. But I see people out there on the fucking daily, and believe me, it's because these motherfuckers give these motherfuckers shit to talk about. I see motherfuckers out there that could give a fuck less about comic books. You know, don't read them really. Could give a fuck less about them. Talking about them every single day. Every single day. And it's just even more and more, you know? And believe me, it's not because they fucking care about the comic books. But, you know, can you blame these people? Because they're these companies give them shit to talk about. Some of the stupidest shit that they do with some of the fucking things they do with these comic books. And I'm not talking about the indie comic books like I like to read, a lot of those. I'm talking about this bullshit you see all over the fucking place with what's going on with this character in Marvel? What's going on with this character at DC? Oh, did you know that Batman eats pussy? Really? Fuck. Batman eats pussy. I guess, like, I fucking cared about that. I cared about that. You know? I mean, maybe it's just me. I used to work with this guy Steve-O, man. This old man. Old man, dude. Like, you see this guy? Like, you picture this fucking Steve-O, man. He was an old school fucking, he used to be a mailman. He worked at U-Haul. When I worked with this dude, like, he would be working with this fucking old man, dude. He fucking runs circles around these young dudes, man. And believe me, he wasn't no fucking, he was like a tortoise. He was a tortoise in the hair, man. But this fucking tortoise got this shit done. But you'd see him pull pallets all around the store, dude. Like, see him out on the sales floor and shit. Fucking everybody knew this guy. Everybody knew this guy. Great fucking guy. But one of the things he always said, if you don't eat the hole, you eat the pole. But anyway, that's the thing though, is there's these things going on in comic books that really make no fucking difference, that for some reason are going on. This thing about Batman eating pussy. This we got Batcock. There was Batcock in it. There was Batcock. Yeah, they got Batcock in a comic book. They got all this shit going on. Like, you know what? Like, look, I don't see Batman. I don't need to see Batman in a comic book eating pussy. I don't need to see him sucking dick. I don't need to see any of that shit. I want to see Batman in a fucking comic book beating the fuck out of bad guys, stopping crime and shit like that. Even though he's terrible at his job, he never stops the fucking crime. But that's what I want to see, right? You want to see him investigating, being a badass, beating motherfuckers up, being a detective. You're not there to see him fucking what? So that's why I say, you see all these people, all these fucking people on social media these days that could give a fuck less about comics, don't read the comic book, and they're talking about it. You know why? Because these fucking companies give them shit to talk about. It's like, dude, like, who the fuck cares? And the thing is, it's not like it's these companies that go along with it. You know what I mean? Like this is like really your marketing campaign for bullshit. And I'm not saying that one particularly was, but what I'm saying is, there's all this kind of shit they do out there. What's this new one that's coming out again? People are talking about right now. This book coming out there by Mariko. Is it Mariko Tamaki, the one doing that? I'm Not Starfire or whatever. The fucking stupid DC book. That bullshit. Like all that fucking bullshit. The fucking frumpy looking girl that's a fucking daughter of whatever. Some fucking superhero girl. Like, no wonder you see these fucking retards talking about the comic books and shit that they don't fucking care about. You're giving them shit to talk about. Look at this. What is this? Ain't nobody want to see that shit. Not in a fucking like. Look, you do that some shit like that in any book. Look, that's the place to do it. That's the place to do it. Look, where is this fucking comic at? I want to show you this shit, man. Like. You know what? I don't even want to fucking take the time to dig this bullshit out. I honestly don't. Like, you want to see fucking frumpy looking fucking Wolverine all fat and looking? I've seen it in a fucking comic book. It's ridiculous. Nobody wants to see that shit. Get the fuck out of here, man. Nobody wants to see that shit. Now, the thing is, and that's the thing, is like, these companies go out there and they do this shit with a lot of these fucking characters, these things that people fucking love, man. You know what I mean? And then they wonder why people don't like, why people are upset. Look, and you can feel how you can, and I'm not saying you can't like it. I'm not saying you're a dumbass if you like it or what. I'm not saying you fucking retarded. None of that. You can choose to like it or you can choose to not to. That's fine. That's up to you. That's up to you. But you go out there and you fuck up these characters that, like, it's pretty fucking simple. It's pretty fucking simple when it comes down to it. You want to do some of that other weird shit, do that in your own fucking book. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I read that in plenty of comic books. You know, people doing weird shit. Hey, cool. It fits there. It fits there. It fits there. Nobody wants to see fucking Carol Manvers. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to see that shit. You know, like, look, it's a visual medium for these superheroes and stuff like that. You know, you want them to look fit. You want them to look buff. You want them, they're superheroes. You need them to look that, right? You want them to look like you could possibly look. You know what I'm saying? You want them to look like you couldn't look. Look at, like, you can look at a fucking street level character like fucking Frank Castle. He's so fucking jacked, bro. You're never gonna look like fucking Frank Castle. You see the mother, and I'm not saying there's people out there that do, but go look at the fucking work they put in to do that, right? It's fucking ridiculous. And kind of, I mean, I'm not saying it's not great, you know, be all big and crazy and bumming, but like, look what they do to do that, and look how fucking ridiculous it looks, right? And no, I'm not telling them they look ridiculous to their face, because it don't actually look ridiculous. It looks fucking cool, but like for me, it's not realistic, especially because I'm a cyclist. But that's the thing. That's the thing, is like, it's a visual medium. It's pretty simple. Yet these companies go out there and they do all these things that get everybody's fucking attention, get people that don't even fucking care about the comics talking about the comic books, because they can't just leave it the way it is, right? Just leave it the way it is. Everybody's happy. You don't have to change anything. You can go do that in your own books, right? You can go out there and do what you need. Be eccentric and do whatever to sell your own books. And you know, we got a lot of crowdfunding books over there. We'll probably talk a little bit about some of those. But that's one of the things, is you go to support artists, you go to support writers. In the cases of a lot of indies, when you go to crowdfunding comic books, when you go to Marvel and DC, you are there to support the characters that you want to see. Marvel and DC, they've got the fucking lot. You know what? Like, how many other brands out there have successful superhero brands besides Marvel and DC? And don't even look. And don't even, I know somebody is going to put down in the comment, how about fucking Invincible? Get the fuck out of here with that, okay? Don't fucking, look. That show was good. It was great. You know, the story's pretty good. You know, Robert Kirkman did a good job, yay. Who the fuck is talking about it now? Right? Who's talking about it now? They've got the lot share on it. Marvel and DC. So it's kind of important to make sure that you get these characters and you leave them who they are. Leave those characters who they are and let them, and you can, believe me, for the most part, you can get away with doing a lot with these characters if you just leave them who they are. I know we were talking a little bit about this morning, multiverses. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't mind multiverses. You know, you got this character, you want to have them do a different story out of their main continuity of bullshit. Cool. As long as it's a good story. Cool. Do it. You want to do weird shit with them, give them different suits and all that. Cool. Do it. Keep it self-contained. Don't have to be in this main continuity of bullshit. But for the most part, I mean, you want that. That's what you're there for. You're there for that. You're there for those superheroes. Right? And I know, and the big thing when it comes down to a lot of this stuff, and why so many people focus on this stuff, like I said, you get these people in that don't really care about the books talking about it, is because it comes down to politics and comic books, right? My politics and comic books. And then I know you're gonna get the other people. Well, you know, politics have always been part of comic books, so I don't know what they're talking about. They're just a bunch of racists and bigots. But that's where it gets lost at, right? That's what pretty much where the argument stops at. It doesn't have to do with the fact that it's politics. Yeah, sure, politics, like, it's the fucking point. And I've talked about this so many times. Art is that. It's most times people, whether you're an artist, writer, like, the arts are usually typically people expressing themselves in some sort of way. A lot of people express themselves about them, their lifestyle, the things they love, and express themselves in that way, and just the way they see the world, the way they view the world, just different little things out there. Just, however, it's weird, just like the weirdest shit out there. It's a form of expression, right? That's what the fuck art is for. That's fine. That's good. That's what all, so people are talking about, oh, I'm a politic. Look, because that's all you're hearing is, people hear about this stuff like, oh, these people don't like politics and comic books, but it's not about that. It's about the way that it's really written. Because a good writer can, I guarantee you, a good writer could go out there and write any of these books, whether it's Spider-Man, Captain America, fucking Superman, all this shit. A good writer can go out there and put all the political bullshit in there that they want and still make it good. The thing is, it's not the message that you're trying to convey, it's how you're conveying it. Right? Are you beating them over the head with stuff, or do you show examples of the things going on there? Think about a lot of the movies. I think that there's a lot of things out there in movies that do this thing too, like movies. And here's the other thing too. Like, I hate this whole thing of like escapism, because not all of it's escapism. You know what I mean? Not everything has to be escapism. Some of this stuff can be realism, but it can still be fun. It can still be good, written good, right? Without it being, it can be that parallel to real life if you have a good writer. The thing is most of these people get caught up in their own bullshit that you see it so much, they have to pull the punch. Even if it's just like the one punch they pull, they still have to do it. It's like, hey, you didn't have to do it. But that's what the arts are for. But again, a lot of the times you see this where people get upset is you're taking this certain narrative and applying it somewhere where it doesn't need to apply, because it doesn't really apply with this character and what they're doing, what their whole thing is. That's the difference. It's not the message, it's how it's conveyed. Right? Just like I was saying earlier with my daughter. Oh, that's ugly. Yeah, it might be ugly as fuck, but I don't like it. Somebody else probably will. Right? And that's the truth. It's the truth. Anyway, I feel like I've gone on a little bit too long here. Have I even said what's up to the chat? Damn, man. I don't think I have. We've got my man Lord Veedo with a $5 super chat. Says, I just felt like interrupting your rant. Good evening, brother. Hope all is well. Thank you so much, man. That was 23 minutes. Damn, man. Been a while. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize. Thank you so much, Lord Veedo, for the $5 super chat, guys. You know what? Maybe I think more of you guys should follow Lord Veedo's example. Send some more money in. So we can get some stuff. So I can pay my bills. That's it. Yeah. Isn't that what I'm supposed to do? Cry about like my bills aren't paid and like you just send me money so like we can fix it and stuff. No. If you send in super chats, we're just gonna spend it on some crowdfunded comic books, so we'll talk a little bit more about some of those here in a minute. Probably, like I got a statue. I got a statue that I've got a statue I'm looking at, getting ready to get to. We'll put it towards little stuff like that too. Like that $5 from my man Lord Veedo, my man. Thank you so much for being here. And guys, thank you and shout out to all the immortal Myrtle Maniacs. Y'all are the best. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Again, sorry for being so late. Sorry for being so behind on the chats today. We got my man Mike Porter in the chat. Lord Veedo, Jason from Polyhedro Paradise. You're a fucking weirdo, he says. Chuck Keyworth. What is up, my man? How are you doing? Guys, go check out Chuck Keyworth too. He's started his own little YouTube channel he's got going on as well. Yeah. It's Friday again, man. Yep. Just opening my box from IDW. Nice, nice, hell yeah. Aggressively relaxing in the building says I have more Myrtle bit than the rest of you. Sure, I'm 10th place on the list, but that's because most of it is tied up in real estate. Oh, all right, you got Myrtle bit tied up in real estate? Sweet, sweet. I've never seen premature check here. Just coming. Oh my god. Oh man. Mike Patton in the PM. There you go. No. Mike Patton all the time. There we go. Hey, anything goes at night, then talk about Loki on Loki action. Oh man, that's kind of funny after we were just talking about Batman, right? Furcasquela Lopez, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Keely Chow in the building. What is up, RC Scott, my man? How are you doing? How are you finishing some work here? Pretty toasted. Yeah, but happy to. Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm pretty tired too, man. I'm pretty tired too. It's been a long day. Snake Eyes Dead Game 1 through 4. Yeah, dude, like, man, I'll show you, man. I got into issue 5. The last issue was issue 5. I got into that, dude, and there's so many names of the people who worked on that book. I just started laughing. I closed it up. I put it away. I didn't even put it in the to be read pile. I've got a little pile of to be read books. I didn't even put it in. I just fucking put it away. I just put it away. That Power Ranger got Lord Veedo written all over that. Oh yeah, huh? Yeah, you're right. You're right. It does. It does. Let me some live field nostalgic. Yeah. Take my son to the park, catch up on some documentary. All right. Yeah, Dark Trinity. Yeah. Aaron, what is up? Strange Marvel Theories. Thank you so much for being here. Shopping for some furniture. Nice. Patricia in the building. Callisto, thank you so much for being here. Aaron says, hey friend, I'm home. Called out of work, have cold symptoms, so the only reason I'm glad I called out is it caught your live stream. Nice. Yeah, you can sit back and relax. Man, well, I hope you're feeling good. Hopefully nothing serious. Hopefully it's just a little sore throat. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Make sure you drink plenty of water. You know what? Bone broth, man. Bone broth. You know, a lot of times when I get sick, that's what I'll do. I'll just have like bone broth and water. You know, just fast through it. And I always like to do like some mild to not, I wouldn't say heavy activity as well. Get the blood flowing, keep the blood flowing, sweat that stuff out, man. Obi-Wan the homie, my man, what is up? Another one of the immortal Myrtle Maniacs. We got a bunch of great people up in this piece of shit tonight. Yes. Man. Now. Oh, man. Let's see. Wookiee Lies Matter, my man. Says, progress never stops. Oh, man. That means my privilege finally made it to the trailer park? Yep. I guess so. Or at least halfway here, anyway. Born with attorneys and accountants. What I missed there? Sheev the Wise, what is up, my man? How are you doing? See some movers and shakers hanging in the trailer park. Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Ridiculous Thoughts says, if you don't like their politics, don't buy their books. Yeah, absolutely. Mr. Anderson, thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Scotty from Hawks Holocrons is here as well. Man, there's a lot of great people up in this piece of shit tonight, man. Y'all the best, man. Ridiculous Thoughts with a $20 super chat. My man, what is up? Thank you so much. Says, for Night Trinity. Thank you. I appreciate that. Damn, man. All right. Like, you like it? Like, look. I don't know, man. Do I need to do Night Trinity during the day? Is that what it is? I don't know, man. Maybe I just don't. Maybe in the morning I just don't feel as pissed off. I don't know. And we got Aaron with a $5 super chat as Immortal Myrtle Maniacs represent. Yeah. Y'all the best, man. Y'all the best, man. No spamming in the chats. Only channel members. Membership has its perks. You get to spam the chats. Read an indie comic called Red Mother by Jeremy Hunt. It was pretty cool, very cerebral. I never read that one, but I heard mixed reviews. Some people really loved it, and some people didn't. But yeah, I was gonna say I've heard good things about it from the people that did like it. Definitely. Damn, I'm way behind on this piece of shit. Okay, it's for the children. Yeah, sorry, my brain is still rebooting. All right, it's gotten a solid nap. Should be reconfigured here in a bit. Nice. All right, hell yeah. On vacation, trying to chill at the trailer park live. My wife came up to me. She said I was snoring. Right? All right, man. Well, I hope you're enjoying your vacation. Yeah. Coming in like I know kung fu. Yeah, I know kung fu. Show me. Yeah, long day at Nerdvention. Yeah, it has, man. It has. It has been a long day. It's been a long motherfucking day. It's been a long day of Nerdvention up in these streets, man. Yeah, bro. Like I woke up. Yeah, what I woke up at. Woke up a little bit late this morning. Woke up about 5 a.m. Got out for my ride just right after 6. Got in just a 45-minute ride this morning. Got in nice little 45-minute ride. Came home, had some did the stream, had some breakfast. Hung out with the kids for a minute, made them some breakfast. Went out and did some work. It was a nice day out in the Antelope Valley. It was a good day. It was a good day today. No notification. Yeah, you know what? I think I realized what it is here. I think I realized what it is. Something got put. I think it was this one and no. Dang it. And I think that's it, right? Yeah. I think this one, for whatever reason. No, it wasn't that. Where's it at? Where's that shit at? Why isn't it showing it? Why isn't it showing the direct? Why isn't it showing those? They should be showing them. They should be popping up. They should be popping up right there. But why is the little... Hey, why is the Myrtle not showing up there? Hey. Hey, where's my Myrtle? Yeah, it's only showing... Oh, hey, how come... Dude, what the hell? That's not... Dude, that's totally not how that's supposed to be. All right. Yeah, I see why it's all like covered up. What's up with that? All right. There we go. What? I don't know, man. There we go. How about now? How about now? Did it work now? Let's see. Man, what the hell? This ain't gonna make me mad. Anyway, we'll get it fixed. We'll get it fixed. At least it's showing the speech thing on the bottom. At least it's showing that. Right? But why is my camera over it? My camera shouldn't be over that shit. It's like it's below it even. It's below it. Like on the man. Streamlabs acting up, man. Streamlabs acting up. Piece of shit. Anyway. Alright. Alright. Okay. Let's see where we at here. Wait, positivity is bullshit, but negativity is not bullshit. What kind of bullshit is that? Well, the thing is, like, positivity is a good thing, but positivity, like, it only gets you so far. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong with being positive, but especially like false positivity is not good. And positivity doesn't quite work as good as negativity does. Negativity absolutely is very effective, and it spreads like cancer, right? Negativity is absolutely that. Positivity is not the same. It's a good thing, absolutely. But it's bullshit because you can't just always be positive. positive doesn't always work in a situation. Now, however, I could almost guarantee you negativity works in almost fucking every situation. Because it's that bad. I mean, it really is. It really is. But positivity doesn't always necessarily do what it is, and it really kind of depends on how it is. But the thing is, like, you can always look at things where you're thinking like, oh, just be positive, and it's not really about that, you know. Like, in most situations when people are talking about the positivity, like it really doesn't help out. It really doesn't help out, especially with false praise. Nikki in the building as well. Another one of the immortal Myrtle Maniacs. Yeah. It's hard to nerd binge vacation and come to trailer park. Yeah. Where he's coming from, but it's a little off. Yeah, I mean, it's really have to go into a lot more of that. But yeah. I mean, like, look, there's nothing wrong with being positive, though. Yeah, yeah, I was saying, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. What's the point? I mean, it's there. It's not just for some reason it's not showing up. I'm not sure why it's like half all. Like, for one, the one of them, it's not even like, I can't even see it there, man. I can't even see it. I wonder what happens if, like, say we move it down here. Hey, where did it just go? Wait. Right. Because of where I'm putting it, it shouldn't, like, see there, probably shouldn't see it at all, right? See, and that's weird, like, right there. Like, you shouldn't even see it at all right there because it's under everything. Like, I don't know, man. It's being weird. It's being weird. Wonder why, what's being all weird about it? Yeah, I don't know. How about now? You know what? They probably did an update. I'm gonna have to go back in there and put all that shit back on there. Okay. Anyway. all right. Sorry. What's the point of? Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Hasbro said it will no longer depict Cobra Commander in his hooded look because it's similar to a hate grip. Oh my god. Yeah. So joke. Sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I thought it was funny. But yeah, no. The bullshit. Yeah, it's bullshit. Yeah. It's a bunch of bullshit. Everything's a bunch of bullshit. Damn it. Nikki is. Yeah. Yep. She became one of the immortals. Absolutely. Yeah. Killing the big game. Damn. That's my joke. Yeah. Comics are for the woke. Yeah. Jitter check. Says my man Snow Dub. What is up, my man? Guys, go check out Snow Dub Music and Entertainment. If you like unfiltered adult comedy and entertainment, go check him out, man. I know I always see my man Mike Porter lurking on Snow Dub streams too. I always see you. I be lurking over there. I'm always like, I see you over there, Mike Porter. I see Mike Porter over there going crazy one night, man. Stitches get stitches. Oh man. They falling like lemmings. Watch the morning stream. I had a feeling Trinity was going to be on a good one tonight. Yeah, man. There's a link in the description of my videos to join membership. That work for you? What? Yeah. There you go. Absolutely. Feel like I'm in a counseling session. Kendall Davis, my man. What is up? Yeah. Second Street Shrink. Oh man. Doing super here. Just want to say hi before getting out of here. It's been a long day. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. I need to eat too. I need to eat something. What should I eat? I wish I had that burger, the one I always go cheeseburger Karen over. Yeah. You're busy preaching Trinity, don't have time for critics. Yeah, absolutely. I just woke up again. Basically slept for 14 hours today. Damn. Nice, Veedo. You needed it. Feels so good to sleep a lot, recharge. Feel like doing push-ups. There you go. Eric Heine, what is up, my man? Says we should do a nerd therapy. show just you and me. What do you think about that? Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do that one of these days, Eric. We can do that. We can do that. If you have a YouTube channel, you are the smartest person on the planet. Yeah, absolutely. Geniuses. All of them. All of them. We're all right. Are fighting content creators still a thing? Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, like, people still be talking shit to each other, try to call motherfuckers out and shit. And I see all like, come on, bro. Like, what the, like, look, just reach out to somebody and have the conversation. If they don't want to have the conversation, like, you got to put forth the effort too. You know, just sit there and like, oh man, oh, ridiculous thought says I am too lazy to make a YouTube channel. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, yeah. That's when doing this shit off. Shut my eyes off for a day or two. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah. I wonder what kinks Mr. Freeze is into. Oh man. Oh man. I'm gonna dream about multiversal invasion or something. Batman does what? Yeah. I mean that. Look. They did like, dude. Didn't even Zack Snyder like? He's like, yeah. Batman has all the toys. Oh man, you guys are the worst, but the best. Nightwing. Oh god. Oh my god. I want to see Prince James as a rich son of a bitch chilling on a beach. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Superior Hero Reviews, what is up? How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here as well. Right? Why was it necessary to show all that? We really need to know he was a freak in the sheets, but of course it's 20. Yeah, exactly. Like I could care less about that, you know? I don't want to see it, but you'll talk about it loudly. Right. I want to see Bruce Wayne with the limo full of 80s style hoes. Oh man, it's unnecessary. Yeah, exactly. You want to see him whooping some ass? Yeah, I saw that Starfire thing. It's terrible. I know, dude. Like, it's like, what are you thinking? I'm not Starfire is going after the Steven Universe crowd. I love Steven Universe, but the fan base is crazy. Yeah. Absolutely. The thing is, like, the thing is, like, for what? Right? For what? What, like, what are they, why are they chasing down the Steven Universe crowd? Right? Why is DC with their characters trying, like, to appeal, like, these Marvel and DC characters are bigger than fucking Steven Universe. They've been around for, like, they're like seriously. Yeah, I don't want representation. I want imagination. Yeah. Well, and representation kind of comes naturally when you write these stories anyway. Been saying for 20 years that pride and political correctness will doom us all. Yeah, absolutely will. There needs to be a series characters Bible. There needs to be a series and character Bibles telling creators how a character should be represented. So, yeah. Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Absolutely. And I think there are. But again, like it's because a lot of people, I think they want to get their message out there, and then they just get lazy about it. You know what I mean? Like I can't think of a more creative way to say it than just saying it. You know? Yeah. Called brand integrity. Yeah. If I had a comic, Batman would be a badass. He would talk about and watch MCU movies and Disney Plus shows. Wear Frank's organs. Oh man, I don't know. New She-Hulk is pretty hot. Oh man, oh, you stop it. Yeah, Aerith, I need to go back that. Trillion yelling at no one. Yeah, man, I'm getting close. I'm getting close to catching up on the chat. I'm at 922. Yeah, Patricia is awesome. Absolutely. And where did we just jump to? There we go. Yes, everybody wants to reinvent the wheel with other people's characters and creations. Yeah, right. And I understand why people want to do it. Like, oh, it's so hard to do this thing and get it recognized by people. Yeah, it is. You think the first Batman fucking comic was like, it was a success and everybody was fucking loving it and like, you know, like it's like it is now? No. I mean, people probably loved it and probably successful to a degree, but like there weren't like people fucking clamoring for for that what was it? Was it Detective Comics fucking issue whatever where we premiered back in those days like they are now. You know what I mean? Those books are worth something for a reason. Absolutely. And that's the thing. Is like everybody wants with other people's characters. Like create your own characters. Can you not like just create your own characters? People out there have done it. Even recently, people have created new characters, and and the thing is, like, you can create these new characters and introduce them into pre-existing worlds. You can create a new character and put it in the Marvel Universe. Right? Right? Ivan Rodriguez says, have you read Helm Grey Castle? No, but I've heard good things about it. Pretty cool. Yeah, I was gonna say I've heard good things about it. Like Professor X, Magneto, MLK, Malcolm X Smith. Yeah. Ripper got the receipts on that. Yeah, for sure. Last week Trinity was caught up in the chat. This one, not so much. I.e. Super Veedo chat. Yeah. There he goes. Yes, no, I hadn't, Jason. I still hadn't. I mean, I think I did a little bit, and then Sorry, I got on one. It's kind of like George Lucas, Star Wars, and universe politics. They are open for depiction. Yeah. Well, and the thing is, like, you could go look at Star Wars and be like, dude, like, fucking politics all over it. The whole fucking thing's politics. That's what it all deals with. But, and this is a huge but, it's done in a way where you can look and extract certain things, and you can see the different things and how it all plays out. It's not all just it's not all just done like like fucking save the trees, save the children, and don't be a racist son of a bitch. It's not done like that. It's not done like that. I mean, it sounds all good. Save the air, save the trees, save the children. Just don't be a racist stuff. Like, but like, look, like you gotta, Trinity eat bacon for peanuts. Or the way Civil War was portrayed in comics. It's in universe. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I like a good man. I went on too long on one. That ran Trinity feel 10 pounds lighter. Oh my god. Oh man, Trinity called the stream a piece of shit. Hey, I'm sorry. Oh man, Dixie, thank you so much for being here. She says, I'm the best around, no one ever gonna keep me down. Yeah. Is that part of that song? I'm the best around, no one's ever gonna keep me down. Oh, no. I don't think that's part of the lyrics, Dixie. I'm positive I suck. Space Jam was awesome. I haven't read it. Or I mean I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it. Apparently it didn't do too good because people are racist. Body positivity? Did he say ball sprays? What? Oh man. The great Trinity's head spins around when you hit 666. Oh man. Yeah. How you do that? Get it? Nah, I don't know. Oh man, tacos and burgers are go-to. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I mean, especially where I live at, man. Here in SoCal, man, we got all the great fucking like we got the best taco trucks, man. We got the best taco trucks. Wait, did this shit skip on me, or am I actually about to catch up here? Nah. No. No. Right. Yeah, throw my hat in the ring for nerd therapy. Nice. Yeah, I need to get some more people. And I was just thinking about that earlier this week, too, about reaching out to some people to get them back on. Because I definitely need to bring Cap on, too. People are afraid to fail, so they tend to chase or re-engineer. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And something did happen there, too, didn't it? Because my thing on my end is saying that I've only been live for like a few minutes. Am I Because I know I seen everything flash too. Is that when it happened? That's weird. I don't know. I guess not. That's not. I guess not. All right. But yeah, did I seriously just catch up with the chat? I think I just caught up with the chat. Like y'all were sitting there like being quiet, huh? Everyone's like, look, let's see if we can catch up to the chat. This motherfucker's like a half hour behind. Everybody. All right, there's still 13 people here. Apex Comics, holy crap! Hey Trinity, how are you doing, man? What's up? What's up, man? How are you guys doing? So, anyway, I guess a lot of these things are really to be said. Like, look, they're really, like people always say, like, oh, this thing, like comics are for everybody. Like, comics really are, they really are. But a lot of things really are. It just depends on what you like, and it depends on a lot of it depends on the writers. There's not like just because you're a writer doesn't mean you're a good writer. Just because you're an asshole doesn't mean you're a good asshole neither. But the whole thing is like there is always something out there for everybody, and people are we can see like there are different things out there, different ways to get your books out there. And one of the things we've been doing here on the channel is crowdfunding comic books. I've got a handful of books right over there that you can see that we've backed. Now, I backed a lot of these books because I was genuinely interested in them. Let's grab some. Let's grab some of these things. Let's see. Grab like this one. We'll grab this one. What else? Oh yeah. We can grab these two. We'll grab those while we're at it. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, we'll grab these. Oh yeah. Definitely that one. What else we got here? Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Dang, man. Got a lot of good books here. We've got a lot of good like there's just a few of them. Now, one of the things is like when it comes to like look, I need to, maybe I need to do a merch store. Guys, let me know down in the comments. Do I need to do a merch store? And do I need to make that shirt? Because I know even Lethal Lightning was in here the other week asking about my shirt that I was like in the thumbnail. The y'all some fucking weirdo shirt, that's in the thumbnail. Do I need to make a merch store and get that shirt out there? Because Lethal Lightning was like, dude, bro, like, where'd you get that shirt? I need it. And I was like, I don't have a merch store. Like, do I need to do that? Do I need to come up with some of these shirts and shit? Like, merch store? Would you buy them? I don't know. Oh, man, no. What? How'd that happen? What's going on here? That's not supposed to be on. But I was wondering, like, do I need to come up with a merch store? Get, like, y'all some fucking weirdo. Because here's the thing, look. A lot of creatives really are, like artists and things like that. Quirky attitudes. Some people are introverted, and not all of them. But and that's one of the things. And also, like when you're an artist, you're a creative. A lot of times, chances are you probably don't like your own shit. You beat yourself up. I know as an artist, I draw some shit, and I'm like, bro, this looks like shit. And people see it and like, damn, that's pretty damn good. And I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good for a piece of shit. Anyway, because that's just me being my own harsh critic. And a lot of people don't take criticisms all that well. Some people do. And, yeah, and I think that's kind of like, ultimately, that's the thing with the comic books is you like what you like. You go out there and support what you support. And, hopefully creators, writers, hopefully what you're supporting is good stuff. Hopefully you end up getting some good books. We've got a lot of good books that we've got here from different creators. Now, some of these have come by way of, I've found a lot of these people through YouTube, through other content creators, right? And, everybody has their own thing like I've been talking about. People have their own ways to advertise their books to get out there. like I was saying earlier, this guy was out there, did this video trashing recently. Like I said, it was Englatine. I love comics. Go check out his channel. Good stuff. Go check out his video. Good stuff. He was breaking down this video that was talking about like Comicsgate and more specifically Richard C. Meyer, who is the proprietor and runs Splatto Comics, this comic book label right here, Splatto Comics. And he's a creator. He was this guy who was he had this book that he had written. He was getting ready to have it published on Antarctic Press. Whole bunch of stuff came about. He ended up filing this lawsuit against Mark Waid. There was this whole thing, you know, between like him and just all this weird stuff was going on at this time. Just a lot of weird stuff. But this guy made this video trashing Richard C. Meyer because he came out and did this, put a new campaign up. And after he's got other campaigns that he has that's been late. I've actually backed a couple of those books. Well, I think one of them. I think I've backed one of those books that's been late. Expendables Go to Hell. I backed that one. And I'm patient on, you know, it's money spent already with whatever. I'm still curious when the book comes in to see how good the book is. That's how I got into crowdfunding. Was these watching content creators on these videos. Your boy Zach I came across because, well, Young Rippa, you would talk about him a lot. Not even a lot. Just brought him up in conversation when you talk about like Ethan Van Sciver and stuff like that, you know, who does Cyberfrog and was, you know, one of the guys in Comicsgate. And but there was this video that came out. This guy was completely like trashing Richard C. Meyer. And Englatine did that video. I was talking about this earlier. Englatine did that video breaking all this stuff down, where the guy actually has some valid points, you know, some valid arguments about stuff, valid complaints that people would have for stuff like that, and things like that. And again, other things that are overstated and stuff like that. Stuff to rah the crowd and get people involved, right? But again, that's just kind of the nature of what a lot of these people do when it comes to, I don't know, their books, their creators and all that stuff. It's like, it's a fucking weird thing, man. A lot of the people, like I said, quirky attitudes. You do things, you know. Your boy Zach is a guy that goes out there and does a lot of videos, and I get why people would be highly critical of him and not like him. I completely fucking get it. He's part of this movement. And I get a lot of people, like, while people misconstrue a lot of the arguments and everything, everybody's kind of emotionally involved in this stuff. But like, some of it's really weird. Some of it's really weird. Like just these things, like I don't know. A lot of it's just business. Like people, and that's what I was talking about earlier. A lot of people go to support people for different reasons. But this guy, your boy Zach. Richard C. Meyer's gone out there. He's got his own books he's doing. He's kind of been wronged by some people, some bigger people, but he goes out there and he makes a lot of videos criticizing people in the mainstream comic book industry. And it's stuff like that that kind of gets them ousted a little bit more. You know what I mean? That gets people to really be like, dude, like, fuck these guys. You know what I mean? They're intolerant racists and bigots and stuff. And like, I don't know that that's necessarily the case. I mean, I do hear a lot of things that people being like, some is borderline, but a lot of it, I looked and I listened to and I laughed. A lot of these people out there doing shit, being fucking weirdos, just for entertainment purposes. Sometimes because they actually are aggrieved or are legitimately pissed off and stuff like that. Sometimes it gets a little bit serious. But because of that, Richard C. Meyer is a guy who highly criticizes the mainstream comic book industry. A lot of the comic books that I read and stuff like that, you know, he criticizes them, a lot of the publishers and everything. Right? And there's not, you do what you got to do, right? You do what you got to do. That's kind of how he's built his channel and stuff like that, talking about some of these things that have kind of come out there with these arguments out there in the comic book world, the politics and comic books. But again, that's something that kind of gets misconstrued with it all. But along with knowing, like, I started following his channel, watching his videos. They always make me laugh. They're always, is he always right? No, but is he always entertaining? Yeah, he's usually pretty entertaining. But knowing how much he goes through a lot of these comic books and criticizes them and shits on them and stuff like that, right? As much as he goes all in, I decided to go out there and be like, you know what? I want to get some of this motherfucker's books and read his shit and see how his shit stacks up to his competition, right? Motherfucker, come in, look. And that's why I say this dude did this video talking shit about Richard C. Meyer and some of the stuff he's done. Hey, look, you do that stuff, you open yourself up to criticism. I don't care who you are. If you're like somebody like even me having a YouTube channel where you go out there and you review shit, you're kind of criticizing other stuff, you're opening yourself up to criticism. You got to be willing to take it. You think my feelings are hurt when somebody is going to come here into the chats and call me a dickhead? I could give a fuck less. Maybe I am. But the thing is, you open yourself up to that criticism. Everybody does, right? And, you know, everybody's free to criticize however they want and say whatever they want, however they want. That's kind of what it's all about. You're free to have your opinion. That's okay. But this dude goes kind of hard, man. And that's why, like, you got this guy that's out there pissed off making these videos about how he's so terrible. Because that's, he's kind of opened himself up to that and invited that in, you know. And so he goes hard on a lot of these reviews. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to check this motherfucker's books out and see how his shit is. How are his books? How are they compared to all that SJW stuff out there at the local comic book shops? So I went out there and I backed one of his campaigns. I backed a particular one that had, it was Iron Sights 2 Iron Sights 2 Psychos, and it also came with the first book, Iron Sights. Came with a couple posters. I got one of them right there. Esme, right there. Got the other one hanging right there. Both artwork done by Ms. Sashi. Very good artist. Beautiful young lady. I followed, I think, on Twitter. Does some beautiful art. Very beautiful art. You can see, look. There's kind of a glare on there. Maybe you can't see it that well. But it's nice nonetheless. And you can see the one over there on the, beautiful. Beautiful art. But sorry, they came in with those little posters. They also came in with like the little posters of the books too. And I got these books in, and I think I did an unboxing video on these. But I got these out of curiosity. I'm like, this motherfucker goes out there and talks a whole bunch of shit about other motherfuckers' comic books. And like, where you at? What you got? How's your shit stack up to it, buddy? Now, I gotta say, like, these books right here, I think the campaign for this book, the two of them combined with the little poster, I think it was $50 plus shipping. So it was 60. I think it was like $60 for these two books. Now, this book's kind of thick. I believe I counted, and this was I think it was about 120 pages, a little over maybe. A little of artwork and story in this. And I got in here and I read this, and look, the book, it's kind of heavy. It's got a kind of heavy cover on it. The interior pages, it's in black and white. The interior pages, they've got like that old newsprint feel, and I like that, especially in a book that's done in black and white, right? Now you get in here and you read these comic books, this book, and it's about this guy Ramadi. He used to be in the army. He's out one day and he sees this girl Esme, who is being held captive, and she's being basically given, like, these cartels got her. So he sees that she's in trouble and shit. So he ends up shooting like these fucking gangsters that are around there and basically saves her. Right? She ends up surviving. Well, he goes and he fucking leaves, and he's like, holy shit, like, what'd I do? Like, he just murdered a whole bunch of motherfuckers. Well, it turns out like he works for the government, like working for like U.S. Customs or some shit. But him and his buddy, they also have an underground. They've got like a jeans company, you know, like they're like fashionistas and shit. They're like fashionistas and shit. They're running. They got their whole little jean trading company or whatever the fuck they got going on, and they get into a whole bunch of shit because of these gangsters. This Mexican cartel ends up coming after them, trying to find out who it was because they track down who he was. He ends up coming across as other Old West motherfucker, and like it was just like, you know what? Like, this book is actually pretty fun and entertaining. It's actually pretty fun and entertaining. The art in it works for what's going on in the story. It's pretty. I mean, the art's not bad. It's pretty basic. It's all black and white. For me, I would like more like shading and shit like that in a book like this. But like, you get in here. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's pretty basic. It's pretty straightforward. You know. But one of the things here is like the story is pretty good. The art in here is actually pretty good for a comic book. The sequential storytelling and everything that you want in a comic book. It's actually not bad at all. It's pretty good. I don't feel bad about spending the $60. $10 with shipping and handling. Yeah, we could chop it up about that too when it comes to crowdfunding books, couldn't we? But altogether, the book's actually pretty fun and entertaining. Like, I sat down and I read this. I was like, I'll read part of it because it's 120 some pages. You know, it's like a trade paperback. I'll read a little bit of it and then I'll you know, I'll finish the rest later. And then I got down and I sat down and I started reading it and I flipped through it and I just started reading it and I was laughing. It was fucking funny and I just kept going and I got through the end of the book. I'm like, okay, like it was good. It was a good. I don't even know how long it took me to read it. It might have maybe a half hour, 45 minutes, somewhere around there. And I read it several times. It's pretty good and entertaining. It's pretty good and entertaining. And I don't feel bad about spending the money on this. Now, I checked this out because, like I said, this guy goes out there and he goes hard at a lot of the comic books I read. You know, publishers like a lot of that stuff. You go watch a channel and it's either for you or it's not. But I read his book, so I'm like, okay, like. The book's actually pretty good, right? The campaign actually got fulfilled too. But the book itself was pretty good. It's pretty funny. It's entertaining. The sequel, Ironside's Two Psychos, I don't think it was as good as this first story, but I think it was just because like that, you know, it's like an issue number one. The first one's usually the best, but it was pretty fun and entertaining as well, right? And I don't feel bad about doing the... spending the money on it, right? But I got into it because I was like, I had to check out and see how this guy's books is. Like, he goes so hard at people and is such a harsh critic of shit. I had to see how his book stands up to the mainstream comics and how they're going and the value of what you're getting out of it. Is it worth the money? Is it? And this one I feel was. It wasn't too bad. It was pretty good. It was pretty entertaining. It was pretty entertaining for what it is. Now, would I say that it's better than a lot of the books I read coming out that I read weekly? I wouldn't say it's better than. I would say the quality and everything up there is just as good for the story that it is and what it is. It's very good. I think a lot of people. If they didn't know who it was that wrote this book and who he was and what he did, how, you know, I think a lot of people like the comic book people that I follow here on YouTube and stuff that don't like Comicsgate and all that stuff. I think a lot of people, if they didn't know who it was writing this book and they read this book, they would probably find it funny and entertaining. They may, you know what? And I got to be honest, if they didn't, they might even like it at the price point that it came at $25 for this book. I think they would. Because it's fun and it's entertaining and like nothing like I said, it kind of reminds me of almost like I said, like maybe like No Country for Old Men and I don't know, like No Country for Old Men and Napoleon Dynamite. Is that messed up? I don't think it is. I think it's actually a compliment. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Now the thing is, like, I think a lot of people would enjoy this, but again, the kind of attention and everything this guy's attracted for himself and maybe built his audience on, is going to turn a lot of people off. Right? Especially because, you know, the whole thing started with the Comicsgate stuff. They're not going to like it. Bleh. But it's actually a pretty damn good book. It's actually pretty funny and entertaining. And I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad about the money that I spent buying those books. Now, however, we could get in to other things. We could get into other books that he's done. And this is where, you know, a lot of people would highly be critical, a little more critical of the work that he's done. Like, he's got this one right here, Pandemic, right? This right here is Pandemic. This one came out last year. This one is just a single floppy issue, right? Now, I could be wrong, but I believe when I bought this one, I backed this one, it was like, I want to say it was 15 bucks. Plus $10 shipping and handling. $25 for this, right? I know what you're thinking, Trinity, like, $25 for that? For a single book? Really? Come on, brah. Now, I'll tell you, this book, Richard C. Meyer writing it, the art in here, line art by Renzo Rodriguez, coloring by Michael G, lettering Eric Weathers, cover by Jason Johnson and Kelsey Shannon. And I gotta tell you, it's a pretty cool cover. It's a pretty nice cover. There's this actual same shot inside the book, I think may have looked a little bit better. I think I actually like this shot in the book a little bit better. But you get into this book, and you can see some of the art here. I gotta tell you, the art in this book is very good. I love the art. Oh, see, look, see, I think that cover shot, the interior shot, is better. I think that one. I don't know. I just think it looks a little bit better. I do. But you get in here, you get into this story, and again, it's pretty funny. It's silly. Nothing too serious. The scenario and everything. It's just weird, right? There's definitely some plot holes in here. Look, it's silly. It's fun. It's entertaining. It's not like I can guarantee it's there's definitely flaws in the story. It's not the best. It's not the best story, but it's funny. It's entertaining. It made me laugh. It made me chuckle. But again, the quality of this book, this cover is good. The interior pages, the quality's nice. It's a beautiful book. Absolutely. The art in here, like, dude, like, look at that. Like, look at that even. Like, fucking beautiful. Right? Beautiful art. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh! Did Richard C. Meyer fucking put approved? Did he put Marvel approved body type in his fucking comic book? Why don't them women have big boobs and big butts? I thought that's what this was all about. Fucking Marvel approved. At least the main character has titties. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, look. Is this fucking Brie Larson? Did he put Brie Larson in this fucking comic book? This is something he talks about in his videos. Marvel approved body type. Women. Flat-chested women. Women with no butts. Now look, okay. This book right here, I gotta tell you, like, again, curiosity and everything. This guy, like I said, he draws the attention to him, and he knows he does, criticizing the people in the mainstream comic book industry for the bullshit they do. And you can see, like I said, that guy did that video that England team was talking about. The guy was talking about the grift and how Richard C. Meyer's a grifter and all the guys in comics creator are a bunch of grifters. Blah, blah, blah. Right? Now, I gotta tell you, this book, as silly and entertaining as it was, $15 for the book, $10 shipping and handling, $25 is a fucking ripoff. Right? It's a fucking ripoff. Now, I'll tell you, when I backed this, I full well knew it was a single issue and I full well knew all that stuff. But I still had to see. Right? It's still silly, it's still entertaining. It's not bad. You can see it's got beautiful artwork and everything. But coming from the guy that comes so hard at the comic book industry, this like right here kind of points out for like dickheads that made this video talking shit about him that the grift is kind of fucking real when it comes to this shit. $15 fucking for the single issue book. 24. I don't know. It might have been 24 pages. Like really? Kind of opening yourself up there. But it's a good book. It's still entertaining. Definitely not worth no fucking $15. Like this book, I'd pay $5 for it. And that's not saying it's shitty or anything like that, but it's a $5 book. It's a $5 book. Right? It's a $5 book. The grift is real when it comes to that. Now we can take a look at this other one. This other one he did. Like I said, and believe me, I'm not mad about any of it. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about any of this stuff. Because these books, while they have been silly, they've been fun, they're entertaining. They have been that. I'll give it. They're not shit. They're not trash. They're just not worth the money. Right? This one. No. The Ballad of No. This one right here was another one. I believe was the same thing. $15, $10 shipping and handling. Get in here. Story and lettering by Richard C. Meyer. Art by Kelsey Shannon. So I'll show you those names right there. Get into this one. You can see some of that art right there. But you get into this one. You know, you see more of the art here. Right? Now, again, this is another one. I think this one might be, I think it's probably about the same 24 pages. And again, I knew when I backed this one as well. And again, I'm not mad about these things. I bought them for the same reason. To get them, review them, and see how that is. And some of these are going to come out on videos on Show Me the Value. But again, this isn't one I would suggest somebody go back. You know. $15, $10 shipping and handling. It's fucking steep. Again, like I said, it's stuff like this that gives like that guy. And I know he recently did another project that he was doing that was going to be a single issue. But he decided to do a trade paperback, which I think for what he's doing is going to work better than this single issue bullshit. This is because like $15, $25 for this, it's some fucking bullshit. It is. And it only opens yourself up to dickheads like whatever that dickhead was, criticizing and being a dickhead because you're being a dickhead to other people. You're only upping yourself up to that even more. And you only give a little bit of validation to some of their criticisms. But I can and will say that while Richard C. Meyer does go out there and criticize a lot of the mainstream comic books in the industry, I will say that while they like these single issue ones are overpriced and overexpensive, like I wouldn't pay fucking more than $5 for them. Like they're not worth more than $5. And again, that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing because a lot of the books that come out on a weekly basis are $3.99, $4.99. They're that $5 price. So that's not bad. That's not bad. The trade paperback that he did, the Iron Sights ones, I think those ones are more worth it. Now, $25 might have been a little steep. 20 might have been better. 20 might have been better. But again, you are supporting a single independent artist and stuff like that. There's those things to take into consideration. But I do think when it comes to that single issue, you know, that much for just, you know, it's getting a little steep. And not that I haven't spent more on books and not that I haven't got other books. Single issue books I've spent more on, and certainly people more have. Just these ones in and of themselves as a single issue for what they are not worth that money. Are not worth that money. And that's where you kind of open yourself up to some of those kind of criticisms that he gets to. But he also kind of looks for that as well. You know what I mean? It's, yeah. But altogether, like, if you want fun, entertaining books, absolutely. But if you, like, paying the price for those single issue ones, just not worth it. But like you get into Ironsides 2 Psychos, they're actually pretty funny and entertaining, and I don't feel bad about buying those. I don't really feel bad about buying the other ones as well that were overpriced. I don't feel bad about it because I bought them wanting to be able to talk about them in this, I guess, in this manner, and say, like, if you don't like what I'm saying, that this book isn't fucking worth it, you can fuck off because I spent the money on it anyway. And I have a fucking right to say that. And I'm also not saying that he's a piece of shit for doing this. He didn't sell me something that wasn't advertised. I bought it full well knowing. And I bought it full well knowing that I wanted to buy it and be able to look at it and see what it is and be able to come here and talk about it with all of you people and show you that, yeah, the pandemic and no, while they are fun and entertaining, they're not worth the money. This money. They're not shit. Ironsides 2 Psychos, fun and entertaining. These ones were probably worth the money. Probably worth the money. A little overpriced, but still worth the money. Like I said, I get where it comes in for the whole indie comic creator thing, but even at $15 a copy, it's still a little steep. It's a little steep. It's a little steep. But like I said, I've spent more than that. I've spent more than that on other books too. So, like I said, that's why I will say I know what I'm getting myself into. I'm not saying that he's a terrible person for doing it, because a lot of people still go support him because they feel like supporting him that way, and that it's no thing to them, and that's fine. That is fine. That's why a lot of people go to crowdfunding comic books anyway, is to support certain people. Some people go to these projects and even like you can just donate money to the projects. You don't even have to pick a physical tier. Don't think there aren't people out there that do that, and that's okay. That's okay. And we'll talk about a little bit more of these books as well, because I've got more that I've spent money on here too as well for some of these other books. But that's the thing, is when it comes, comics are for everybody. It's just, how do you get your comics out there? Who wants your comics? Are they worth the money? Right? Right. Okay. So anyway, let's get back here to the live chat. Markway, very insecure. Yeah. Apex Comics, what manga do you recommend? Yeah. Ridiculous Thought says, I liked Jawbreakers, actually. You know what? That's interesting. I know some people enjoy it, but like I know Black Angus from Black Angus Reviews, he said he didn't like it. He said he didn't like it. Eric Heine says, why do people have to be so negative about stuff? I don't understand. Fucking weirdos. Yeah, absolutely. 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 Apex says, I like your boys. Yeah. Well, he's funny. He's funny and entertaining. Yeah, he makes me laugh. Yeah. You'd be surprised what people pay for shit. Yeah. Absolutely. I'd buy that for $1. Oh, man. It's all back on Monday. Good movie except for the Taskmaster reveal. Yeah, Apex. I mean, yeah. Except for Taskmaster, the movie itself is pretty good. I think its biggest downfall is it doesn't have that Marvel thing, aside from the comedy, the lame jokes. It doesn't have that Marvel feel to it. Like, it feels like it could just be a good action movie on its own. Like, it could just be a good action movie on its own. You know? Yeah, been saying you stream 13 minutes for about an hour now. Okay. All right. Wow, that's funny. That's crazy. All right. People are afraid of, okay, yeah, okay. There we are. Pop back up here. Now let's get down here. More merch store, bro. All right. Yeah. Gotta take out. All right. Have a good one, Patricia. You'd be surprised. Yeah. Absolutely. We beat ourselves up. We learn to get better. Absolutely. I backed Expendables Go to Hell. Yeah, me too. I think I just got the regular cover. I got the regular cover with Sylvester Stallone on there on the cover holding the gun. I think I got that one. Yeah. The weirdos are insecure. That's why they hate. Yeah. People get more negative with age. We become our parents. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. As we get physically older, we get more. So yeah, absolutely. Ridiculous Thoughts. Guarantee you. Yeah, absolutely. You become more ingrained in your ways too. Like you become more. Yeah, absolutely. We want to connect with people who validate our cynicism. Absolutely. Yeah. These why these channels thrive. Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Apex says, I like Comics Day and great indie comics. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And for me, like the thing is, like I don't like Comics Gate. I'm not like I don't do all that. But like these are the only books I've backed that are like, and a lot of people would argue that Richard C. Meyer is not Comics Gate either. Like my man Black Angus, he's all war campaign now, but like the Comic Gate, he'd be like fuck. Like he would like Black Angus would literally probably just say fuck Richard C. Meyer. He's a bitch. That's what Black Angus would say, not me. Black Angus because he's involved. Like I just want good books. And I chose Richard C. Meyer because he's he's the guy I watch that makes me laugh and comes out here fucking swinging at all these motherfuckers like Clubber Lang, and I bought his books and see how they are, and they're all right, good, yeah, fucking weirdos, yeah. Oh man, no I did not. Stop asking me. Sorry for what? Like Zach's writing, and he hires good artists. Yeah, the artists are pretty good. The writing is decent. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Iron Sights is cool. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. It makes me laugh. I'll take the comics you have in Myrtle bit, please. Yeah. Yes. All right. Simple Sparrow, what is up, my man? How are you doing, Max? How you doing, Kill Shannon Cover? Yeah. How about 1 billion Myrtle bit? Nice. Yeah. Decent price for a thick book. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Yeah. I won't complain about that one. Love that old feel. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, the old, like that old school feel to the black and white books, man. Absolutely. Reading Iron Sights is like watching an action movie. Yeah, it is. I mean, it was kind of like that. It's pretty funny. It was entertaining for sure. Yeah. In and out of the stream just popped in and saw I had a lot. Nice. Yeah. Hell yeah. Landon says I made it back. Nice. So I might could have been 30 minutes earlier just watching TV and a stream ended. I wanted to rewatch before it got taken down. Nice. All right. Yeah. I supported 80 Indiegogo campaigns. Damn, man. That's a lot. That's not bad. That's not bad. You know what? And I know. Hey, look. I'm sitting here talking about Richard C. Meyer's Pandemic, and no. Look. I know my man Fatal J. Hey, I'll have to be honest when that shit comes out too, man. If you're out there lurking, he's got a book coming out. It was $15 for a single issue. I'm going to have to be honest. If it's overpriced, man. But I still supported it, and I don't feel bad about it. And that's the thing, is like I don't feel like if I crowdfunded a book and I felt bad about it, like I'd be like, man, this is like fucking this is like no, I would say so. The single, I don't feel bad about it. I mean, it's not even like a lesson learned thing because I knew what I was getting into, but I still wanted to get them to see how they were. You know, because if there's one thing, if there's one thing that I fucking hate, is somebody who criticizes some shit and hasn't fucking watched it. Like, you criticize a movie and you haven't fucking watched it, I can't fucking take you seriously at all. I fucking hate that. Take your fucking bullshit opinion and go fuck off with it. If you have an opinion on a comic or something you haven't read, or whatever, you have something, your opinion on something, you have an opinion on something that you haven't, like I said, watched, read, or anything. You're just going off some bullshit that somebody else said. Take your fucking dumbass opinion and fuck off with it, right? They just that's how I feel about it. And yeah, anyway, but yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I don't feel bad about any of these purchases. And I'll be honest about them as well. And I'll probably even be more so honest about them because, like, look, they're not like a shitty comic book I went and paid $3.99 for. Fucking $25 is a lot. That's more of an investment for a comic book, right? And it better at least be damn good and entertaining and, yeah, enjoy it. But yeah, I don't feel bad about any of them. So it would have been an hour earlier. Yeah, buy and enjoy comics that you like. And if you don't like it, you don't have to. I mean, don't stop buying it. Yeah, Trey always makes that face every stream. Which one? That one? That one? Oh man. Panic is a limited edition. Yeah, right. Absolutely. Ridiculous Thought says, think of small crowdfunded projects like handmade or custom items. They cost a bit more, but it's like a specialty item. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and Pandemic, yeah, I liked Pandemic too. It wasn't bad. Can't believe comics used to be 25 cents and now they go for $2 to $20. Yeah, they go for, some of them go for more than that, man. Like I've got a comic book here that like I'm like, bro, like I'm thinking about selling it. I'm thinking about selling it because like I'm not emotionally attached to it. And even Air Spider was on here the other day, like, bro, if you got that book, now's the time to get rid of it. You're never gonna replace it, but now's the time to get rid of it if there ever was a time. And I'm like, oh, I should. It's not graded. It's not graded, but I should. I'll dig it out here in a minute if you want to see it. That is an awesome description. Old Country for No Man combined with Napoleon Dynamite. Yeah. I know. Like, it is. Like, it's like No Country, but with the silliness of Napoleon Dynamite, kind of. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm still here, you bald son of a bitch. All right. Nice. Oh, bald, beautiful son of a bitch. All right. She's wearing a bulletproof vest. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I know, Apex. I'm just kidding. That's Marvel approved body type, bruh. I actually wrote a term paper in college about the erasure of female sex characteristics. Yeah, and look, there is like a lot, like we could get into a lot of that shit if you really wanted to. We could. Can't give Myrtle bit a try. Oh yeah. How do you do that? I don't think I had that set up where you can gift it to somebody else. I don't think I had that set up. I don't think. Oh, did you? I don't think you can. I don't think I had that set up. I don't think I have it set up. My Lord is paying Myrtle, but yeah. I don't think I had that set up. Ridiculous Thought says that Ballad of No Cover is beautiful. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, and it came with a poster too. No was surprisingly good. Yeah, it was good too. Like I said, funny and entertaining. Definitely overpriced. Wondering if I would trigger Streamlabs. Oh yeah. I guess it don't do that. I don't think I have that set up though. I don't have the gambling set up, and I don't have it set up where you can give or anything like that either. I don't think. Trinity doesn't like her regular women. Please don't cancel me. Regular. Hardcovers are worth $25. Yeah, absolutely. I would say so. I would say most of them. Goku tattoo look pretty nice. Yeah, it's all right. Can we see what you say about the graphic novel I want to write? All right, yeah. Look, you know what? Like, I'm actually working on a book myself. I'm actually not yeah. I've got something in the works. Yeah. What happened there? How'd that happen? I don't know. We'll figure this stuff out. We'll figure it all out. Yeah, like, dude, like, whoa, something must have happened in Myrtle bit. Like, what the hell? Yeah, what's going on with that? We'll have to look into that. And yeah, how'd that happen? Yeah, we'll have to fix that. Streamlabs is angry. I tried to beat the system. I guess so. Yeah. In Myrtle bits. Yeah, right. 25 cents a book. Back in the day is now a lot more. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I wonder. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with the. I'm gonna have to figure out what happened with the Myrtle bit thing there. I have to figure that out. Something happened there. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Besides to look at the chat. Yeah. I've been flopping my gums for a while. Lupin 3 is a great manga. All right. Never heard of it. Bruh Dolphin, where you been, bruh? Dolphin? I haven't even seen you nerd benching in these streets, man. Taskmaster in the MCU sucks. Yeah. We are late tonight. Yeah, I know. I'm getting ready to go, too. I'm getting ready to bring it to an end soon. It's been about 2 hours. Yeah, Jonathan Majors. I thought Jonathan Majors did a good job. Yeah, what are you doing awake still, Mike Porter? What are you still doing awake? Yeah, I don't even know how that happened. Everyone gets a million Myrtle bit on me. I guess so. Yeah, what's up with that? I don't know how that happened. We'll get it fixed out. We'll get it fixed. Oh man. Let's see. Did you see the trailer for Shang-Chi yet? Yeah, I did. It was good. It was good. It was good. I can't wait to check it out. Taskmaster was introduced to the MCU will be a mantle, and I'm going to predict Tony Masters will take up the mantle in future MCU movies. Maybe so. It's hard to say with what they're gonna do there. Imagine the heroes that will follow the countless Kang conquerors from their yeah. Show me the comic you speak of. What comic do you sell? Do you sell high on? What? What are you talking about? What? Which one? You now got to yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll have to figure out what's going on with it. We'll get it all figured out. We'll get it, and I'll get the math and everything figured out too. Something went wrong there. Something went wrong there with the. Somehow there's some extra zeros in there. Yeah. Check out Tales of Zero on Indiegogo. I drew the wraparound cover and drew the. All right, nice. Yeah, Tales of Zero. All right, definitely. Yeah, almost to the end of the chat. Yep, almost. I may have skipped over some because I got to get ready to. Yeah. More than. Yeah. I was gonna say we'll figure all that. I'll figure out. I'm not sure. I know it has to do something with the super chat or something. I'm guessing. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It'll be all good. And we're not gonna rip anybody off or anything. It's important, but it's not like yeah. We'll figure it out. But yeah, guys, I think that's what we're gonna call it for the day. You know what? Like I know. You know what? I had these other books that I wanted to talk about as well that we did back. Some other good books that are actually at some decent price. Most of the campaigns you get at, you're gonna find a lot of good books at decent prices. Like Isadora and the Immortal Chains from G.A. Lungaro. He has his channel, The Grey Council, here on YouTube. He's a good dude. He started doing these comic books. He recently launched, or a while back, I think issue number 2 just recently closed. We're going to be doing a giveaway on that as well. I thought was a good, very good book. Another ones that we've backed here as well is like White Lily from Preston Poulter. Again, like I said, Preston kind of, he's done his weirdo stuff on YouTube and interacting with the community and stuff as well. But he's got some books out we've backed that have been pretty good as well. Also got some of these books by like Jamie Tyndall right here, man. Look at that beautiful Jamie Tyndall art. God dang, man. Beautiful stuff. We've even got books like Suck It Up, Old Man. Suck It Up, Old Man from one of our good friends, Aggressively Relaxing. Man, look at that. Look at that Paolo Pantalina cover of Guinevere and the Divinity Factory #4, dude. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, man, you know what? You want to know some other great books to check out? These right here, Common America. Common America, this is a good series. Got good art in it. Absolutely cannot complain about that. Like I said, most of the books that we've actually went out there and crowdfunded, I feel pretty good about. Some of them cost more than others. Some of them I just took not even risks on. Like I knew what I was getting into for the reason just to check them out and be able to come on here and talk about them with you guys. Any of these streams and videos, and I will do some videos separately on this. I've actually been thinking of some other videos that I want to do because like it's been a while since I've dropped videos here on the channel, just because I've kind of been thinking like, what do I need to do? Like, what do I want to do with some of the videos and content and stuff like that, aside from just the regular old comic book reviews. But anyway, let's see. Get these last couple comments here. Eric Heine says, "Do you think Kang the Conqueror is behind the creation of the TVA?" I want to say yes. Let's see. Yeah. Can't wait to go on a ride. Yeah, absolutely. One of these days, Obi-Wan. One of these days. You're going to have to let me know where you're at because my sister lives up in Arlington. She lives up in Arlington. And we'll probably be out there again, I don't know, sometime soon. And that's close enough, isn't it? Isn't that close enough? Aren't you somewhere around there? Yeah, I think so. Ridiculous Thought says Common America equals fake manga. I can see why you say that. Oh, man. Oh, okay. Kung Lee and Matt Weldon are great artists. I'm not sure who Kung Lee and Matt Weldon are. I'm not sure who that is. But all right. Yeah. Common equals fake manga. Yeah, and the thing is, like, they're not necessarily. It's like a manga style in the comic book stuff. And I guess the thing is, like, they're not necessarily presenting it as manga because manga typically comes more like in these smaller the smaller book formats where you're reading them forward to backward. So it's different, but I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying there. I get you. I get you. But they're good. They're good books. And Tim Lim and Mark Pellegrini, the guys there at Iconic Comics, I think the one thing they've managed to do is put out some good books and at a good price for what they're doing. Because like these are the ones they were doing before the trades, or like these 60 issue books that they were doing, or 60 page books that they're doing. That they're only $10, and now they've actually got them to where they're doing them in hardback for $10, and I think that in and of themselves is a quality that for what they're doing and the quality and everything you're getting, they're very worth the money that you're paying for the books. I think. But I hear ridiculous thoughts. That's funny, man. That's funny. Was definitely behind the TVA because he had to get them to provoke Sylvie, aka Variant Loki, into the past version of Kang, create a void, and other Kangs will flood in. Absolutely. You know what? Eric Heine, and seriously, and anybody else here, you should definitely go check out Aaron's channel, Strange Marvel Theories, because he really goes in on some Strange Marvel. Like, he's no joke. He's not kidding when he says Strange Marvel Theories. He goes all in. He's all about it. He's all about it, man. He's all about those Strange Marvel Theories, and they work out, man. Go check his stuff out. As you can tell, like, he's thinking about it too, man. The stuff is stewing on his mind. It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. I've been following Aaron's shit for a while, man. For quite a while. I've been watching his videos, man. And he's definitely got some Strange Marvel Theories, and definitely not scared to hang them out there and put them in. Yeah, I said it, guys. He's not scared to hang them out there. Go check them out, guys. But that's all we've got for tonight. Thank you guys so much for being here. We'll probably do a live stream with channel members tomorrow on Saturday afternoon or morning at some point with channel members only. And maybe even sometime this weekend on Saturday and Sunday, because we are going to be going to Disneyland. It's been a long time since we've been there. And of course, we're going when everything's getting ready to shut down again. We got to put on the masks again. But anyway, you all have a very good day. Have a great rest of your night. Have a great weekend. Myrtle Maniacs, we will see you tomorrow. Yeah. And if you're not one of the immortal Myrtle Maniacs, we'll see you all soon. Later. And thank you all so much for being here too, man. Thank you all so much for the very generous super chats and donations as well. Later.